Hi, this is Ahmed Kamal. Today we will review the residual value, the concept, and also we will look into the training and validation data. And also we may get a third set of data, which is the test data set. Okay, we have a set of data here for Corolla cars. I got it from the shared folder, and what we can see here, we have about 1,000 records, and these are the columns. We have the information, and what we need to see, we need really to run a regression model to see how we can estimate and predict the car price for a new data set. Okay, we start, as you see here, we start with some categorical data here. So let's first convert those into a numerical data set. And but before I do that, let me assume that we forgot to do it. I want to show you how we get the error message. I will just try to run now linear regression, and when I try to include this, you see I get this error message. So that is how you may remember that you need to change these columns. Okay, so we start this by going to data mining and transform and create dummies. Okay, we make sure that you see the error message I got because the data or the data range is reading up to column H, but I don't have data here in column H. So either you change it here manually, okay, and then so this now the system will take the new data set, and we have fuel type, color, we need to convert them into dummies. Now we have here a new spreadsheet and they are converted into dummies. Okay, and you can see that this is the fuel type, clean natural gas, diesel, petrol, and this is the color. So these are the dummies. Okay, after that we need to partition this data. We need to partition the data into different sets. So we go to data mining, partition, standard partition here, and we have the data. We select everything except the first record ID just to avoid duplication in the record, and here you keep everything by default, and except for this one. For this one I will change the percentages. I need like more data to train, so I will select 75, and here I will select 20, and here 5%. So I need more data to train the model, to know the calculation coefficient and the relationship between the variables and what I am doing to select as the output, the price. So 75 of the data, then I will test this on a validation set of data on 20% of the records, and then another test set. This one is optional. We see now we have these records. The total is still 1,000. We will run the model on training. We will see the residual records or amount per record for each record here and each data set. Now we are good to go with our model, data mining, predict, linear regression. Here we are looking for the output for the price. We need to calculate the price. You may tell me, okay, we have already the price, so why do we need to calculate the price again? Actually, what we are doing, we will apply this model into new data where you don't know the price. What you may know is just how many kilometers the car has, how many horsepower, I mean cc here, is it automatic or manual gear, the fuel type, so that what you know, and based on these variables you need to predict the value or the price of the car. So we select the car at the price, this is the variable. Now how many kilometers, yes, we need this, it is prediction here, or predictors, automatic here. You see now the fuel type, we have a 3 types. So the car in this data set either to be petrol or diesel or clean natural gas. So really you have to select just 2, okay, just to avoid any redundant data, because the third one would be just natural gas. Now the same for colors, you select everything except maybe the last one. Next, we keep everything here by default, and just here we show the detailed details. Okay, now we are good to go. So this is the linear regression model, and this is what we get as coefficients analysis for all predictors, intercept here, and all the data. So let's now look into the residual value for the records, and you see record 1, and for record 1, if you need to remember the details about record 1, you go to this the standard partition. This is the record 1. That was the actual price we know, and these are the specifications. So let's go back to the training records here. You see this is the actual price we already know, and this is what the model calculated, and this is the residual value. Again, the residual value is the difference between the actual price we know for the set of data we have. Okay, so this is the actual or the residual difference, which is the deviation. Okay, so we see it one by one. Let's cover the validation, score record, and we see the differences as well. And finally, let's cover the test. These are the 5% data sets we have, and these are the differences. Okay, we cover it here. So what this means that we know that this car, this record, the actual price is 8,950. When we run the calculation as per our model, the predicted price is 9,675. The difference or residual value is 725. And you see it is really not that major, and it depends, it could be higher and lower. We see here many also differences. We see the mean squared error, we see the value for each one to use in calculating our prediction. Thank you for watching.